Holy shit, man. Looks like another current gen game that I said was coming to the platform that others told me would never be on it has just been confirmed for the Nintendo Switch 2. Assassin's Creed Shadows from Ubisoft has been confirmed to be launching on the Nintendo Switch 2 platform December 2nd this year, 2025. My goodness. This news came shortly after the Nintendo Kirby Air Riders Direct held by Sakurai. That was an amazing show. Didn't think we needed it, but I'm glad that he showed it. That game looks amazing. That's a day one cop. There's going to be a demo for that early November. We're going to be on that. Fuck Mario Kart and fuck Sonic Cross Worlds. We on that Kirby Air Riders. But that's not what this video is about. Right? We're here to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows and misinformation, if I'm being so for real. And I'll give them some credit that we caught this pretty quickly and pretty early, and this seems to be a very common thing, right? Wario64 and Andy Robinson from VGC both were reporting once this news was dropped that the game was showing up on the platform that the game on Switch 2 would be $80. I tried looking up any quotes in regards to the actual announcement, any statements from Ubisoft. Nothing that Ubisoft said that I saw at least was pointing to anything related to $80. The game came out on every other platform for $70. I don't think Ubisoft is so crazy to think that that makes any sort of sense if they want this game to be successful to charge more money for a late port of a game that came out in March. So even if they thought that they had seen something that said it was $80, I don't know. Why not double check that? Because it doesn't even make sense on the surface. I've been waiting for this game to come over to Switch 2 since launch. I purposefully made sure to not play it or look up too much information about it other than a couple of reviews here and there because I knew it was going to be on this platform and I wanted to make sure that my first experience with it was going to be on a Nintendo platform to be able to play it portably, being able to play it on the go, because I don't want to be stuck to my TV if I want to play it somewhere or anywhere else. And it looks pretty good. The trailer that they dropped showed some direct capture footage, showed some off-screen footage. We'll have to wait until we can get some people to have their hands on it, which I'm sure there will be. And just like with Star Wars Outlaws, I'm sure we're going to go through the whole, oh my gosh, this game looks and runs like shit. And then when the game actually comes out, it'll probably be more than fine. We saw what happened with Outlaws. They just released a demo for that game literally just today or yesterday, after doing multiple patches and multiple updates to smooth out visual fidelity, smooth out performance, and increase visual quality. Now they have a demo out for it. If you don't think that Star Wars Outlaws is a great port from Ubisoft to show what is capable on this platform and what Ubisoft is able to do with the platform, download the free demo, check it out yourself. I'm not here to convince nobody. Make that decision up for yourself, but it looks and runs great. Shadows is going to be next on my list. There's just so many games to play right now. And I gotta be honest, shout out to Nash Weedle and Attack the Backlog. They were some of the first people to really come out, tell everybody, yo, this game is showing up on Switch 2 and it's not going to be too long after launch until we get it. Keep your eyes out. Now we got the official confirmation and they were absolutely right. You can't doubt Nash Weedle at this point. Bro is very, very accurate. More so than these damn journalists that want to come out with all this misinformation. And I'm sorry. I see that they're correcting it very quickly, but guys, this seems to be quite the pattern at this point. Didn't we just have this exact same scenario happening with Miyamoto's tweets or Miyamoto's quotes and people saying that he said things that he never said? Things were mistranslated. Quotes were slapped together with translation machines and AI and translation software. Like, it's ridiculous. This seems to be quite a pattern. I don't know why there seems to be so much misinformation surrounding the Switch 2 and Nintendo games or what. I don't know if it's because we're in this digital era where everybody wants to be the first one to get something out. And I can understand that as a YouTuber, as a content creator myself, I can understand that. But it's like, if you are going to be a journalist and you have some type of journalistic integrity, you went to school, you have degrees, and you still cannot seem to even get a quote correct, that's a problem. If you're posting a game announcement for a platform and you're listing the wrong price, like, this is exactly what happened during the launch of the system. This seems to be a very common thing. It's only been 4 months and there's been so much misinformation coming out from these quote unquote professional journalists that needs to be cleared up by people like us who are actually paying attention and seeing that, hey, hold on, $80 for this game wouldn't even make any sense. Hold on, why would Miyamoto even say that? That doesn't even sound like a real quote. Like, it's getting out of hand. It's getting a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little annoying. And I know it's not the end of the world, so let me not be too sensational about it. But I will be honest, it's getting tiring, constantly having to fight back against misinformation. I was already 5 minutes after those posts were made about this game being $80, I was already seeing people laughing and saying this is gonna be dog shit. Why would they do this? Never ridiculous. $80 for a key card. How hard is it to report on things accurately if that's your job? That's all I'm wondering. How hard is it to do that? I don't know. But here we are. Yet again, more misinformation coming out and retractions that need to be made. I'm glad it got caught this quickly, because could you imagine if we went for the rest of the day, everyone's excited about the Kirby Air Riders Direct, they were excited about the Assassin's Creed Shadows Switch 2 announcement, and now we got to talk about $80 games again, when there is no game here that's $80. Not Kirby, not Assassin's Creed, and yet here we go talking about $80 games again. Misinformation, right? Because everybody wants to be first. Nobody wants to fact check nothing, and anything that sounds negative, we want to be the first one to publish it. We want to be the first ones to put out that quote or that information. We want to be the first. We don't even care if it's true or not. Fuck it. We'll change it later. But at least we got the clicks. And at this point, that's what it seems like. That's kind of what it feels like. Because how are we so consistent with misinformation, but only when it comes to Nintendo and Switch 2? This entire generation so far, it's only been 4 months. And there's been so much misinformation. Even to this day, there's still stuff that we knew since April that people are misunderstanding today in October. That's ridiculous. Now, I get some people are dumb. I understand some people are slow in the brain. It's not going to stop because, again, I understand the industry that we're in. I understand how everything works. Everyone wants to be first. Have some type of integrity. Either way, Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming to Switch 2 December 2nd. We have so many games to play this year. We just got Pokemon. I'm playing through that. 2 weeks from now, we got Hyrule Warriors. 2 weeks from that, we have Kirby Air Riders, November 20th. November 4th for Hyrule Warriors. December 2nd for Assassin's Creed Shadows. And then December 4th for Metroid Prime 4 to close out the year. And maybe even some more. We're also going to get the Final Fantasy VII demo from Square Enix this year before the game comes out next year, and that's going to be another fantastic tech demo, getting a good idea of what the Switch 2 is going to be capable of, and so will Assassin's Creed. But I was told a lot of these current gen games like AC Shadows was never going to show up on the platform. I remember just 6 months ago when I was trying to explain to people we're going to be getting a lot more third-party current gen games on this Nintendo system. I was told I don't know what I'm talking about. Dark, you're not going to get anything but Nintendo games and PS4 last-gen ports. You're not going to get any current-gen games. You're not going to get Outlaws. You're not going to get Assassin's Creed Shadows. You're not going to get Chronos. Why are you sitting here talking about that? You don't know anything about technology, Dark. That's what I was told 6 months ago. Yet here we are with all of those games on the platform right here, right in front of your face, and they're looking great. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. This is genuinely the best console launch I've ever had an experience of any console in my life. I'm so serious. Like anything that I genuinely cared to play has been showing up on this platform, whether it's first party, third party, indie, AA, AAA. I've been getting so much of what I want as a gamer, either from Nintendo or from third party, and I just get to pick the best out of both pools of games. And I do nothing but game on this console. It's only been 4 months. You're seeing the sales of Pokemon in Japan. You're seeing the sales of the system over there. 200,000 units is crazy. 1.5 million copies of that game sold in 4 days is mind-blowing. These publishers wish their IPs could do that. They wish their games could sell that much in 4 days. You're joking. On one or two platforms, excuse me. That's insane. But anyways, let me know. Are you guys picking up AC Shadows? This was a great announcement. Let me know what you guys thought about that Kirby Air Riders Direct. That was fire. I'm like, fuck Mario Kart and definitely fuck that Sonic. I'm on that Air Riders. That shit's going to be the greatest racing game of the year. I don't care what nobody says. That game looks amazing. But let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.